Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. And today, as promised, I'm going to show you some of my most valuable cards. Well, once again, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny. I've been saying for the last few videos and from when I started that I'm going to start showing you some of the most valuable stuff that I have in my collection. Whether or not I send these to PSA right away, I'm not sure. I'm a little reluctant to, and you'll see why, but I'm probably going to. There are some here that I'll show you that I'm definitely going to be sending out probably in the next week. I got to get these going. So I'm going to start showing you these. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed so far. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe, give me a thumbs up or comment. I really appreciate it, and let's get to this. By the way, I got to mention real quick, in case you are wondering, I did a little decorating. I had to move some stuff around. I needed to use that table that was behind me over here, so I got this table here for something else. But that Michael Jordan photo has been hanging in my bedroom for 10 years, and I thought this should be in here right now for these videos. So I got MJ there, got this old Bradford exchange when the Bulls won 72 games. I got the plate. So I figured I'd throw a couple extra things in here and, show off a few of the collectibles I have. Let's get to these cards here. So I mentioned it in my first video, but real quick, I grew up in the 80s and I was really big into sports cards, especially baseball cards. But in 1986, I actually got into a little bit of basketball and football. That was a very good year to do that. So I collected throughout the 80s, a little bit into the 90s. Later in the 90s, I kind of got back into it, but it was really during the 80s when I was collecting all this stuff. So again, go back and watch some of my videos and you can see some of my first submissions. I've sent in pretty much all 80s cards so far to PSA to be graded. So I'm walking through this with all of my collection as I've been locked down here at home for the last few months. I've gone through the garage and kind of taken everything out and gotten to this point where I've sent some out. I got some more to go. So I've got a lot of cards and I'm going to show you some of these right now. Okay, 1986, football. That was the only year I think I ever bought a box, 2 boxes of football wax packs, tops. And it was a very good year to purchase them. Now, 1986 was also one of the only years I ever bought basketball cards. I did again in the late 90s, but I bought the 86 Fleer basketball. Now during this time, in 1986, I was about 10 years old. My family used to go to the swap meet on Sundays. And there was a guy there that I used to love going to see because all he had was sports cards. And so he knew I was looking for certain players. Steve Sax was my favorite player. I've got pretty much every Steve Sax card ever made, even though I know they're not worth a ton of money, but I love them. I got a stack probably this big of every card of his. But in 86, I remember he asked me if I wanted to get some basketball cards. And I said, I mainly collect baseball. He said, here, take, I think he had like a half a box of 86 Fleer. And he gave it to me for like $4 or something. This is what best I can remember. So I bought them, I opened them up, didn't know really much about basketball. I mean, I was a Laker fan, I grew up in LA, so, I would pull the Laker cards out and I was excited about that. But other than that, I didn't really know all those players. I really didn't care, but I bought them, and then I wanted to get more because now I wanted to get a set. So my parents, I believe for Christmas, bought me a box of 86 Fleer basketball. So I opened those. Now I got the entire set. I also almost completed a second set, almost. But I have all of these cards, and a lot of them are still in my safe deposit box, so I'm not going to be able to show you those. I will show you a photo of one that is in there, but I'm going to go through a bunch of these that I've got. And if you saw some of my previous videos, I did send some in to the first order. I sent a couple of 86 Fleers in, but now I'm going to show you a few more from this set. So first I'm going to show you the stickers. Now if you know about the 86 Fleer, it came with the sticker in each pack. Well, right here is the complete set. These are all in really good condition. That's why I've got these ready, because I'm going to send this whole set in, I think. But I'm trying to decide if I want to send them all at once, send a few. And of course, one of these cards, which I'm going to show you right now, is I'm going to pay a little bit more because I'm going to probably send that one, whatever the next, I forget what the next level is, but you pay a little bit more. That way it's insured for more and it'll come back hopefully quicker. But let me show you these up close right now. And these, you know, again, I've had these in a box, basically in these protectors for over 30 years. So these are in really good condition. I'm going to show you a close-up of each one, but of course, let me just show you, I only have one of them, but I do have Michael Jordan. So I'm going to show you this, and what's really interesting is the backs of these cards are, all of them are off a little bit. They're, you know, they're not centered and they're kind of askew, but the Michael Jordan is actually the better, one of the better ones. So that's a good thing, but it's very well centered in the front. It's just really nice cards, so I think that's going to be a really good grade. All right, so let me show you the rest of the sticker set. So here we got number one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not perfectly centered, but nice card. Larry Bird. I got a few of these. There's Adrian Dantley. Alex English. Dr. J, Julius Erving. There is Patrick Ewing. Magic Johnson. Getting focus here. The next card would be Michael Jordan in the set. Hakeem Olajuwon. Isaiah Thomas. And then Dominique Wilkins is the last card in the sticker set. So moving on to the other 86 Fleer cards. Again, I sent a few in already, but I'm going to run through a bunch of these. By the way, these are all my sticker duplicates. Now, most of these are not very well centered. These, I don't know what to do with these. I don't know if I should send them in, because I know they're not going to be 10s or 9s. They might be 8s, 7s, I don't know, but I just don't know if they're worth, you know, like $50 or something. I don't know if I want to spend 20 to get 50, or I don't know. Here are a number of the 86 Flair. I got Charles Barkley, Johnny Moore. I sent one of those in. Hard card to find a really good centered card. That one there isn't that great, but I got more Hakeem Olajuwons. I believe I sent one of those in one of my orders. Karl Malone. Remember, there's just a ton of Hall of Famers in this set. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, rookie Hall of Famers, Clyde Drexler. That's why this is one of the most sought after sets in probably all trading history. Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, way off centered. Isaiah Thomas, Tom Chambers, Chris Mullin, another Patrick Ewing. That's just a sampling of what I have, because I do have the entire set and a number of duplicates. So these are a few of them here, but there's just a little bit of what I have in this set. You might have seen on the first order I sent in, I believe, I sent in a couple of, it might have been one football card. I sent in a Steve Young, or I can't even remember at this point what I did. But I know I'm pretty sure I showed them, but if I didn't, I'm going to go through right now. So in the 1986, let me show you these cards. These are all 86 tops. Let me do a close-up here so you can kind of get a better look at what I'm dealing with. All right, so I got a Dan Marino, Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, Reggie White. I got 3 of these. They're all in pretty good condition. That's a good card. Bruce Smith, 2 of these, both look pretty good. The one on the left, way off center. William the Refrigerator Perry, the one on the right, is pretty well centered. 2 Joe Montanas. Then I got a couple of John Elways here. They have some little spots on them. Those are in the printing process, but you know, corners and everything are really nice. 4 Steve Young cards. I got 4 Steve Youngs here. They're all pretty good. Again, some printing spots. Those were very common back then in the 80s, but those were really nice. And then I've got 1 Jerry Rice. It's off-centered. Unfortunately, that's, you know, this is the most expensive card in the whole set. I've only got 1 of them, so I don't know if I'll get a great grade. I mean, the corners and everything are really nice, but still, it's cool to have that card. So then I got a number of Michael Jordan cards. I did send in at least, I know I sent one of his baseball cards. I sent one of those into PSA in my first order, but these are all Jordan cards. So let me show you these. I'm new at all this, so I'm trying to figure everything out. But I'm going to end this video with the ultimate cream of the crop of my collection. 86 Fleer. I told you I bought a number of, or I bought, basically I probably had a box and a half of wax packs. In that box and a half, I got not just 1, not 2, but I got 3 number 57 Michael Jordan rookie cards, and they are all in really good condition. Now, the third one, let me show you the picture, because I actually sent one of these in 20 years ago in 2000 to PSA. I went to a card and coin show, waited there to have it graded. This is after they'd only been around for a very short time. I got it graded and it came back at a 9. So I was disappointed when this happened. I thought it would have been higher, but you know, I know a lot more now than I knew then. I kind of just took it down there. I felt like it was my best card. Should it have been a 10? I don't know. But it doesn't matter because it's a 9, and 9s right now are you know, pulling in 14, 15 grand. So I can't complain with that. These 2 cards right here are both in really good condition. They're a little bit off centered. So I know they're not 10s. I don't know if they'll be a 9, but 8 or 8.5, and you know, I'd love to get another 9 here, but we'll see what happens. So I'm trying to decide. These are the ones I was saying on my other video that I wanted to drive down to a card show, because I've been so worried about putting these things in the mail. But I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do. So that's kind of where I am right now. I got a lot of stuff here. I just don't know if I'm going to send everything in. If I should try to get a bunch of these cards that are worth, you know, $100 to $200, and then send them in on the 50 PSA member one where it's $10 each, or do I send some of the higher one? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm proud that I've had these for so long and I've taken such good care of them, and these are my personal collection, and once they are graded, I got to decide. I don't know for sure if I am going to sell them. The 3 Jordans, I'm definitely going to keep one of those for the rest of my life. I mean, until if I ever need the money, I can sell it or do something with it. Pass it down if I ever have children. But I'm probably going to try to sell 2 of them. I mean, depending on what the grades are, I might try to sell 2 of them. And I haven't even talked about, I've got probably 500 Garbage Pail Kids. So maybe I'll do a video on that. Comment below. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on some Garbage Pail Kids, because I do have a lot of them. And the first series, now mine are all the original series, but the first series, I have a very few of them. But getting into the second, third, fourth series, that's where I really had a lot of them. So I know there's not many that are worth a whole lot from those series as much as, you know, series 1 with Atom Bomb and some of those cards, but I loved those as a kid. And these, a lot of them are not in as good as condition as my baseball and basketball cards, because those were, I was actually trading them at school. We were, you know, trying to, you know, fill sets and everything. I mean, I remember carrying those around school all the time. So a lot of them are pretty thrashed, but some of them are really in good condition. So let me know. And other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed those. And for now, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do, and then I'll make a video whenever I send out the next ones. Like I said, it's probably going to be the stickers. I want to get those out, at least get the Jordan out and a couple of the other ones that are high priced, and go from there. So that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.